just one egg consumption will not occur. So the next vitamin is your pantothenic acid. Pantothenic acid is also called as a vitamin B5. So pantothenic acid, the Greek meaning of this pantos is everywhere. So this enzyme, this vitamin is found everywhere and formerly known as a chick antidermatitis factor or filtrate factor, and it is widely distributed in the nature. Okay, this for pantothenic acid is basically seen everywhere. So this is metabolic role is as basically a coenzyme A, and is widespread. So this pantothenic acid consists of two compounds. Where is the structure? Yeah. So you will find that this has a two components. Like this is the pantoic acid. Okay. So this is the pantoic acid and beta alanine held together by a peptide linkage. Do you see this peptide linkage? So pantothenic acid consists of two components, pantoic acid and beta alanine. They are held together by a peptide linkage, and the synthesis of coenzyme A from this pantothenate occurs in the series of there are series of reactions. I don't know. Yeah, there are. See, this is the coenzyme, and there are series of reactions that takes place. Like the pantothenate is first phosphorylated, to which this cysteine uh, is added, and then decarboxylation reaction takes place. Decarboxylation followed by addition of AMP, then AMP moiety, and then the phosphate, each from ATP. Okay, so here, and then this results into formation of coenzyme A. Okay, so this coenzyme A, basically what does it consist of? It consists of a pantothenic acid joined to beta mercaptoethanol amine. Okay, uh, or it is also called as a thioethanyl amine at one end. On the other hand, pantothenic acid is also held by a phosphate bridge. Okay, phosphate bridge, and to adenylic acid. The adenylic acid is made up of adenine. Okay, adenine, and this is then linked to the ribose at carbon 3 position. Okay, so this is the pantothenic acid, which functions metabolically coenzyme, and it is covalently bound prosthetic group. Formation of a thioester derivative, that is the coenzyme A with the organic acid, facilitates a wide variety of metabolic processes, mainly involving addition or removal of acyl group, also in the biosynthetic and catabolic reaction. So basically it is essential for all living things, but at the same time this pantothenic acid is distributed widely among meat, cereal, grains, eggs, milk, and many fresh fruits and vegetable. So although analytical data are quite limited with respect to free and coenzyme A form, and free pantothenic acid has been found to account for only half of the total of these vitamin in beef muscles, and coenzyme A is fully available as a source of pantothenic acid, because it is converted to free pantothenic acid in the small intestine because of the action of this enzyme called as alkaline phosphatase and amidase enzyme, okay, that are present in small intestine. The absorption of these vitamin takes place through intestinal absorption through a carrier mediated absorption process. A synthetic pantothenic acid is also used in food fortification, vitamin supplements, and the salt being used here is a calcium in the form of calcium pantothenate. Okay, so this is the pantothenic acid, and pantothenic acid, you have this, this is called as a coenzyme A, and this consists of this pantothenic acid, which is joined to this beta amino ethol. Okay, so this group, and this is the coenzyme. So panthenol, the corresponding alcohol, has been used as a feed supplement for animal. It is highly hygroscopic, and what is its stability in solution? It is quite stable, and the pH also affects, like between 5 to 7. It is quite stable, and pantothenic acid exhibit relatively good stability during storage, especially if the water activity is less. Losses occurs during cooking, thermal. See, for all vitamin, if you have seen, the losses usually occurs in cooking, leaching, blanching, thermal processing, because they are highly labile to the heat. Okay, so severity of treatment, extent of leaching range from 30 to 80%. In the previous vitamin it was almost 90%, 50% to 90%. So leaching of this pantothenic acid or its loss in tissue fluid can be very very significant. Although the mechanism of thermal loss of pantothenic acid has not been fully determined, and still there are a lot of research going on because of various reasons. Okay, so this coenzyme A form is susceptible to the formation of mixed disulfides with the other thiols in the food, and however this exerts little effect on the net quantity of available pantothenic acid. Degradation of pantothenic acid during thermal processing conforms to first order kinetics. Okay, continuously as the heat increases the degradation. So rate constant for degradation of free pantothenic acid in the buffered solution increases with the decreasing pH. So pH also matters a lot. Rate of degradation reported for pantothenic acid are substantially less than those for other labile nutrients, like compared to thiamine. This pantothenic acid is like, the rate is like substantially less. Bioavailability, the mean bioavailability of pantothenate for humans consuming a mixed diet has been reported to be 51%. There is little concern regarding any adverse consequences of this incomplete bioavailability. No evidence of nutritionally significant problems of incomplete bioavailability has been seen. There are analytical method again for this pantothenic acid. So what are those? Basically, again, measured by microbiological assay using lactobacillus plantarum or radioimmunoassay. Also various other assays could also be used. What is the function? As we have seen, this acetyl coenzyme is required for Krebs cycle, TC cycle, fatty acid synthesis, and pantothenic acid also forms as acyl carrier protein, which is used in the synthesis of fatty acids, shuttling them through the pathway, which increases the carbon chain length. So very very important, like fatty acid, amino acid, alcohol, glucose, and all these sort of mechanism related to all these acetyl coenzyme A is needed. Okay, so the occurrence of pantothenic acid in food, so is one of the most widely distributed vitamin, and as I said before, it is found in plants, animal, and rich sources include eggs, liver, meat, yeast, milk. If you see bran, total rise in bran, 3/4 cup of consumption of whole cereal bran result into 75% of required daily, like 70% 75% of the RDA is met. Okay, so, and there are other sources like sunflower seeds and other sources can